Welcome back, Phil.
Thank you.
Phil, so what are the key steps to take or elements to consider when building the team of professionals that's going to help a client with estate planning?
Sometimes talk about there being two aspects of planning, above the line and below the line. If you kind of visualize drawing a line on a legal pad with a client, you can say above the line we talk about what you're trying to accomplish, what you love, what you care about, where you want to have an impact while you're alive, after you're gone. It's that kind of human-to-human conversation. Below the line we talk about how we're going to work with you to get that done. Okay, so a lot depends on whether you see yourself working primarily above the line, below the line, or both. Okay, below the line is tax, tools, techniques, it's money in motion. Above the line is meaning and purpose. Okay, so as you build the team, if you look around you and you see that on the team everybody is a tax or legal professional, I think that's a red flag, because I'm wondering who's asking the larger questions about what we're trying to accomplish. So I would hope people in this audience will step up to that role, but if you don't, find somebody who will.
And on that same line, if it is a tax professional that's stepping up, what sort of training should they undergo before working with nonprofits or philanthropic clients?
It really is a different world. I mean, the tools and techniques are the same, whether it has a philanthropic purpose or not. It's still going to be financial projections and memorizing tax law and so forth. But when you begin to ask a person a question like, how do you want your kids to grow up? What kind of person do you hope they grow up to be? Or do you feel you've accomplished in life what you would like to accomplish? If you could have an impact on something larger than yourself and your family, where do you want to have an impact? Do you want to have that impact while you're alive or after you're gone? That's a very different kind of conversation, right? Now, where would you go to get that kind of training? It's very, very difficult to find a place, honestly. That's why the CAP program was created, was to blend together those two elements, because you can't just leave it up in the air as a coffee table conversation. You eventually got to ground it back into tax tools and techniques. Otherwise, it's a daydream. Okay, it's not a vision, it's a daydream. But to be able to have both, I think there are very few places to get both in a coherent fashion other than the CAP program. That's why we created it.
Well, that's great. So people can check it out at the American College
Yes,
website. Thanks for joining us, Phil.
Thank you.